Welcome back to episode 2 of the 2000s re-simulation here. If you guys missed episode 1, go check it out. It is in the description down below, as well as where I got the video idea, down below as well. Someone else did the 2010s re-simulation. So I'm doing the 2000s all the way up to maybe like 2030, 2025-ish, to just kind of see how like Zion and Bronny and all them do. So anyways, welcome back. We are on episode 2. If you guys are enjoying the series, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. I believe like 90% of you guys are not subscribed, those of you who are watching these videos. So if you can subscribe, get me to 1,000 subscribers, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, let's go ahead and kind of recap what happened in the last video. So if you guys missed it, go watch episode 1. Kobe Bryant has won 4 MVPs. McGrady has won 1, Shaq has won 1, Rookie of the Years, LeBron was Rookie of the Year, Chris Paul was Rookie of the Year, Yao Ming was Rookie of the Year. A couple of these years were all messed up. And then, let's see, let's go look at champions here real quick. So, the very first year, the Indiana Pacers beat the Lakers to prevent the Lakers from going back-to-back because they had only won one. The 1999-2000 season they won. So Reggie Miller got his ring. Jalen Rose hit a game-winning 3. It was awesome. The Lakers went back-to-back. Kobe and Shaq MVPs. Then the Kings went ahead and beat the Nets the year after. The Spurs won and beat the Pacers. And then the Orlando Magic beat the Lakers. The Lakers were able to get back, but they lost. And McGrady was Finals MVP. So yeah, and Kobe has been going crazy with the points per game. That is actually ridiculous. So anyways, let's go ahead, and I believe we are at the NBA draft. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sim the NBA draft and see who got who. So the Toronto Raptors got Brandon Roy. The Miami Heat got LaMarcus Aldridge. Didn't the Heat make the playoffs? Maybe not. Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. They probably got lucky in the lottery. So LaMarcus Aldridge goes to the Miami Heat. So he goes to help LeBron. So LeBron's in Miami. Dwayne Wade is in Denver. And Chris Bosh and Carmelo are in Atlanta. So Rajon Rondo goes to the Mavericks. The Cavs get Rudy Gay. Paul Millsap goes to the Jazz. Kyle Lowry goes to the Nuggets. Okay, so the Nuggets add Kyle Lowry to Dwayne Wade, which isn't bad. I believe they have a couple other guys too. Maybe Pau Gasol went to Denver. I can't remember who went to Denver. But yeah, so there's the rest of the draft. Let's go ahead and see what happens in free agency, and then I might take a look at like some of the rosters just to kind of recap where we're at. So Tim Duncan goes to the Trailblazers. Wow, so the first massive move, I think. Well, Vince Carter went to the Spurs. Tim Duncan leaves Vince Carter, goes from San Antonio to the Portland Trailblazers. Dirk goes back to Dallas. Yao Ming goes to stays with the Clippers. And then Ben Wallace goes to the Raptors. Okay, interesting. So he leaves Detroit. Eddie Jones stays with the Heat. Amari stays with the Nets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's okay. Big change. Tim Duncan to Portland. Real quick here, we are going to go ahead and look through all of the rosters. So Orlando Magic, the defending champions, have Tracy McGrady. Gilbert Arenas, that's right. He left Cleveland and joined Orlando. They won a championship his first year. They have Nene as well. Dallas has Dirk and Steve Nash. The Nets have Marbury Francis and Marley Stoudemire. Tyson Chandler. It's a pretty good team. The Denver Nuggets have Dwayne Wade, Antonio McDyess, Pau Gasol, Caron Butler, and they just added Jameer Nelson, Kyle Lowry. Actually, were the last couple of draft picks. Indiana Pacers have Jermaine O'Neal, Michael Dickerson, Jalen Rose is still in Indiana. The Hornets have Elton Brand, Jason Richardson, Battier. Pistons have Nick Van Exel. Yeah, that's not a very good team. The Raptors have Ben Wallace. And that's about it. The Houston Rockets have Anton Jameson, Larry Hughes, Jason Terry. The Spurs lose Tim Duncan. They still have Vince Carter, though, who's a 99 overall. The Phoenix Suns have Sean Marion and Zach Randolph. Penny Hardaway is there. The Supersonics have Camby, Bibby, Kamen. They're not very good. The Timberwolves have Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. And then, let's see, the Portland Trailblazers have Tim Duncan, and he went to that team. Okay. It's not a very good team that Tim Duncan just went to. He probably just got paid. The Washington Wizards have Tony Parker, Serbiak. The Sixers have AI, Rasheed Wallace, David West. The Bucks have Jason Kidd, Glenn Robinson, Chris Paul. Okay. Ron Artest and Brad Miller are in Chicago with Luol Deng. The Cavs, yikes. The Boston Celtics have Paul Pierce, Anton Walker. The Clippers have Yao Ming, Kenyon Martin, Coutinho Mobley. The Memphis Grizzlies have Chris Webber and Jerry Stackhouse. The Atlanta Hawks have Melo, Bosch, Antonio Daniels, Anthony Carter. Okay. LeBron James is in Miami with Eddie Jones, Jeff McInnis, LaMarcus Aldridge. Wow, okay. So yeah, that's pretty solid. LaMarcus Aldridge there. They also have Al Jefferson there. All right. And the Charlotte Bobcats have Baron Davis, Moshburn, and Kurt Thomas. The Jazz have Jay Williams, Iguodala, Danny Granger, Stojakovic, Odom are in Sacramento. And the Knicks have, well, Drew Gooden, Dwight Howard, okay, Monte Ellis. The Lakers, Kobe and Shaq. Shaq is down to 90 overall, though. Derek Fisher is still there. McGrady and okay, so we're back to the Magic. So yeah, there's the rosters. There's a quick recap. I'll see you guys after season. I believe this is the 7th year, so this would be what, the 2007 NBA Finals. Okay, so the Orlando Magic are ridiculously good. They go 65-17. Tracy Mcgrady wins MVP in real life. It was a Dirk. This was the Spurs and Cavs NBA Finals year. So LaMarcus Aldridge wins Rookie of the Year. Okay, so he's helping out LeBron, averaging 12 and 7. Chris Kaman wins Sixth Man of the Year. Tim Duncan wins Defensive Player of the Year in Portland. Drew Gooden wins Most Improved, and Doc Rivers wins Coach of the Year. Okay, so Doc Rivers is the coach of the Magic apparently. The Lakers, Kobe Bryant is on the All-NBA first team along with LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Dwight Howard. LeBron averaged 32.6, 5.6 rebounds, and 7 assists. That's pretty good. We already know Tim Duncan's numbers. Dwight Howard had a massive year. Okay, 26 and 12. All-NBA second team, Gilbert Arenas. The Orlando Magic are ridiculous. Vince Carter, 31 a game with Tim Duncan gone. Chris Webber, Carmelo averaged 32, 7 and 4. Jermaine O'Neal for Indiana averaged 16 and 15. The third team has Baron Davis. AI is still averaging 30 a game. And then that runs out so Shaq still makes the All-NBA third team at a 90 overall, averaging 19 and 10. All right. There's a defensive first team, defensive second team. There's Dwayne Wade, and rookie class is still messed up, but Aldridge won Rookie of the Year. So let's go ahead and look. I also updated the Nuggets logo. I'm going to slowly update logos, probably not the same year that they were updated, just because I forget, and I also can't remember what years exactly. But I finally remembered to change Denver's logo. But yeah, so let's go ahead. New Orleans is the number 1 seed in the West. They have Jason Richardson, Andrew Delton Brand. Again, I don't know how some of these teams are 1 seeds, but whatever. The Magic are 1 seed again. The Miami Heat miss the playoffs with LeBron James and LaMarcus Aldridge. Okay, that's interesting. The Spurs missed up, or are the 8th seed, and other than that, yeah, let's go ahead and sim round 1. Actually, I want to go ahead and look at league leaders here real quick. So there's a top 5. Kobe averaged 40 a game. The Orlando Magic have the 2nd and 3rd highest scoring players. That's ridiculous. And then Jason Richardson rounds out the top 10. Rebounds per game, Zach Randolph led the league. Tim Duncan was 2nd. And there's the top 10 there. Assists per game, Chris Paul led the league in assists. Darren Williams for the Raptors. And let's see, Tony Parker's up there. And Al Jefferson for the Heat. Again, a center in the top 10. Interesting. There's the league leaders. Let's go ahead and simulate round 1. The Atlanta Hawks, the Pacers, the Nets, the Nuggets, the Spurs, the Sixers, the Grizzlies, the Kings are all eliminated. So not a lot of surprises. The Nuggets might have been a slight surprise, but Tim Duncan is also on the Spurs. So maybe not. All right, so the Magic sweep the Pacers. So round 2. And the Raptors get eliminated. The Trailblazers are eliminated. The Wizards and the Clippers. So Melo gets eliminated. It's Orlando and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. We know who Orlando has. They're really good. The Boston Celtics, Paul Pierce. Okay, Paul Pierce trying to get to the NBA Finals. The Hornets team that I'm not sure how they're there. And the Supersonics have Mike Bibby, Derek Anderson. Remember when I said this team wasn't very good and now they're in the Western Conference Finals? Yeah. The Celtics and the Hornets are eliminated, and we got the Orlando Magic and the Seattle Supersonics, a team that I said wasn't very good, are in the NBA Finals, and the Orlando Magic are ready to, well, they're ready to repeat here. So let's go ahead. Once again, we're going to go ahead and simcast each game. And wow, okay, so this one went to overtime, and Orlando won. Okay, let's go ahead. Game 2 goes to Orlando. Game 3, it goes to Orlando. All right, so let's go ahead and simcast game 4. Trying to stay alive is Seattle, and they do. All right, so they win by 2. Game 5, trying to come back from 3-0. It's probably not going to happen in Orlando, but you never know. 4.5 minutes go. Yeah, Orlando's up by 15 and up by 6. And the Orlando Magic, I only kind of watch like close games because I'm trying to make these videos as short as possible, but the last one was 53 minutes. So Orlando Magic wins their 2nd straight NBA championship. Tracy Mcgrady wins MVP and Finals MVP in the same year. So Orlando is pretty much on they're a dynasty at this point, because I believe they have McGrady for another 4 years and Arenas for another 3 years. So yeah, they're pretty much a dynasty. Here's the draft lottery. The Cavs have the best odds to win the lottery. Now, the 2007 NBA draft is Kevin Durant draft, I'm pretty sure. And Kevin Durant is going to go to the Charlotte Bobcats. Well, that's unfortunate. The Houston Rockets get the 2nd pick. The Knicks are at 4, Bucks are at 3. The Cavs went from 1 to 5. Miami doesn't have a pick, so they got rid of that. So way to help LeBron there, guys. All right, so let's go ahead into the NBA draft, and Kevin Durant goes to the Bobcats. The Rockets take Greg Oden. Whoops. Thaddeus Young goes to the Bucks. Mike Conley goes to the Knicks. Don't they already have a point guard? They have Dwight Howard. I don't know. The Cavs take Marco Bellinelli. Al Horford goes to the Mavericks. Jeff Green goes to the Lakers. This draft wasn't really that good. Like, it really wasn't that good of a draft. Yeah, it was pretty much just Kevin Durant in this draft. And, I mean, Mike Conley was good. But, yeah, we'll see if Greg Oden doesn't have any injuries, and maybe he'll play well for the Rockets. You never know. Okay, so the 07-08 season. Yeah, 07-08 season is over. Tracy McGrady wins his 3rd straight MVP award. So yeah, he has 3 MVPs. He's a 2-time champion, and he still has 3 years under contract in Orlando, averaging 38 points per game. I forgot to fix the rookies age and stuff, but whatever. And then let's see, Turkoglu wins 6th Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Jermaine O'Neal. Monte Ellis most improved, and Coach of the Year is Lloyd Pierce. So McGrady, Kobe averaged, let's see, what did Kobe average here? He averaged 38 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Kevin Durant on the All-NBA first team as a rookie. Okay, so he would have won Rookie of the Year. 34 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in Charlotte. Melo is on the All-NBA first team, as was Jermaine O'Neal. No LeBron. LeBron's on the 2nd team. He averaged 26.5, 5, and 6. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Dwight Howard on the 2nd team as well, 26 and 11. Tim Duncan, 18 and 13. Okay, so not that good of a year. AI averaged 35. He's 32 years old. He's, I think, finally starting to regress. Gilbert Arenas is up to 90 overall. He averaged 34. That duo, Gilbert Arenas and Tracy McGrady, they're insane. Chris Paul, Brandon Roy, Chris Webber, Pau Gasol, all on the 3rd team. And then all defensive team, McGrady's on the defensive team. And here's the 2nd team with Vince Carter, Kevin Garnett, Josh Smith, Yao Ming. So, yeah, there you go. The playoffs, the Orlando Magic are the 3rd seed. Wow. Okay, so the Raptors are the 1 seed. They have Darren Williams, Brandon Roy. Okay, how's Brandon Roy doing? 26 points per game, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. That's pretty good. Ben Wallace is on that team as well. All right, Philly was a number 2 seed with Chauncey Billups, AI, Steven Jackson, Rasheed Wallace. And on the other side, we have New Orleans. Still don't get how they're that good. And Seattle still don't get how they are that good. So, yeah, Denver's a 3rd seed. They have Kyle Lowry, Dwayne Wade, Caron Butler, Antonio McDyess, and Pau Gasol. So that's actually a pretty good team. So let's go ahead. Let's look at the league leaders real quick. McGrady, Bryant, AI, Kevin Durant, Gilbert Arenas, Carmelo, Jason Richardson, Vince Carter, Stojakovic, and Chris Paul round out the top 10. And rebounds per game, we have Jermaine O'Neal, Tyson Chandler, Tim Duncan, Brand Randolph, Foyle, I don't know who that is. Dwight Howard, Atkins, Camby, and yeah, some of these guys are just automated or like just random players that 2K made, including this Moochie Norris guy. Tony Parker, Monte Ellis, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, Carter Arenas is in the top 10. Steve Nash, Al Jefferson once again in the top 10 for Miami. Did Miami make the playoffs? They did not. Okay. Moving on, let's go ahead and simulate round number 1. The Celtics are gone, which this was the first year of the big three that made it to the NBA Finals, and they beat the Lakers, I believe. Nets, Spurs, Clippers, Knicks, Jazz, and Kings, Raptors are all gone. The Raptors lose as a 1 seed. Wow. All right, so Seattle and Denver. That's actually a pretty good series. I'm curious to see if Denver can make it with Dwayne Wade. Minnesota. Who does Minnesota have? Ray Allen. That's right, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett. Okay, that'll be interesting. We've got Indiana and Atlanta on this side. Indiana still has Jalen Rose playing. He's towards the end of his career, though, so I feel like Atlanta should be able to win this with Melo and Chris Bosh. And then Philly and Orlando are on this side. All right, can Orlando three-peat? We will see. Philly is eliminated. The Hawks are eliminated. The Nuggets are eliminated. So we have the same Western Conference Finals from a year ago, and Orlando and Indiana now in the Eastern Conference Finals. Can Orlando get to their 3rd straight finals? They do, against this time the New Orleans Hornets, who have Lynn Spencer, Jason Richardson, 28 a game. Okay, Richardson is playing really well. Shane Batty, that's how they're getting there then. And Elton Brand, 14 and 12. Okay. I feel like, I mean, realistically, Gilbert Arenas, who's averaging 40 a game, McGrady, who's averaging 40 a game. Yeah, this team honestly should probably win this series and go and three-peat. So game 1 goes to New Orleans. Okay, that's actually kind of a surprise. Game 2 goes to New Orleans. Were they the home team? Let's go ahead. Yeah, they were the home team. So for those first 2 games, can Orlando win? Oh my gosh, it's a 3-0 lead for the Hornets. We have a massive upset on our way, I believe. Oh my god. Yep, they're up by 7 here. Up by 7 still up by 7. 2.5 minutes to go. Okay, this is actually closer. They're up by 4. A minute and a half to go. It's all tied up with a minute 26. We are going to watch this game. Orlando trying to stay alive. New Orleans trying to win their first ever NBA Finals. So here we go. Minute 26. Orlando with the ball. It's all tied up. Gets it into Nene. Over to McGrady. Oh, kick it out to the wing. Oh my god, McGrady just forced a horrible shot when he had a wide open teammate on in the corner. And Vaughn is going to nail a corner 3. McGrady might have just blown this game. Holy moly. All right. Can he... I don't know. I don't know what happened there. McGrady gets to the rim, though. And, okay, so lays it back up. So, what, down by 1 minute to go? McGrady has 44 points. Is Gilbert Arenas out there? Is he number 22? I can't tell. Gilbert Arenas is number 0. Okay, so he's not playing. Did he foul out? Fouls. Yes, Gilbert Arenas fouls out in Game 4 to stay alive. All right. Oh, what a block. Okay, that was their center. McGrady's open. Oh, no, not anymore. Oh, nice pass from Nene. And Nene gets the and 1. 49 seconds to go. And Nene gives the Magic a 1-point lead. Can he hit the free throw to give him a 2-point lead? He does. All right, 2-point lead. 49 seconds to go. Here we go. Jason Richardson trying to win his first NBA Finals. And he almost just backcourt violation. That was really close. All right. Oh, he had a cutter wide open. Oh, all right. Wide open. Kennedy ties it up. All right. Can Orlando stay alive here in the NBA Finals and win their 3rd straight NBA championship? Here's McGrady into Nene. All right. No Gilbert Arenas, remember. So this is probably why they're going to lose, is they don't have, you know, I mean, it's really a 2-man game with this team. McGrady, oh, tough shot. McGrady is carrying this team. I believe he has 46 now. Oh my god. All right, New Orleans with the ball. Jason Richardson, here we go. It's Richardson versus McGrady. Oh my god, Spencer. I thought Spencer was going to hit that 3. All right, 10 seconds to go, Spencer. And that goes in. 10 seconds to go. Game tied. McGrady has a chance to win his 3rd straight. 10 seconds to go. Let's see what happens. Can we give McGrady the ball? Oh my god, they're not going to give McGrady the ball, are they? This Phillips guy's going to take a terrible... Nene's going to shoot a 3. We're going to overtime. What the hell? All right, so started the simcast here. New Orleans up early by 4 in overtime, and it's a 5-point game. Without Gilbert Arenas, there's no way Orlando's gonna win. Yep, the New Orleans Hornets are gonna be NBA champions, and Jason Richardson is gonna win Finals MVP as they sweep the 2-time defending champions Orlando Magic. Wow. Okay, so the Hornets are NBA champions. Jason Richardson gets one, and they prevent a three-peat with Orlando. Crazy. Okay, so we're here at the NBA draft, and this is the Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love draft. So this is going to be interesting here. And the Heat, LeBron James, wow, were they really that bad? I completely skipped the lottery, so I have no idea. I think the Heat were that bad. So they got the #1 pick, or they got really lucky, and they picked Derrick Rose. It's going to be Derrick Rose and LeBron James. Holy crap. Okay, that's going to be amazing. And it's Russell Westbrook and Tim Duncan. Okay, those 2 point guards with those 2 players, that's going to be fun. Roy Hibbert goes to the Lakers. Okay. Kevin Love goes to the Grizzlies. Wow, those 2 teams, the Blazers and the Heat, just got really lucky. That's crazy. The Heat get Eric Gordon as well. Okay, so they had 2 picks. DeAndre Jordan goes to the Kings. Dragic goes to the Jazz. Gallo goes to the Clippers. Let's see. Ibaka goes to the Pacers. Wow. Okay, so that was actually one of the craziest drafts we've seen so far. So yeah, let's go ahead to free agency and see what happens in free agency. So in free agency here, Ron Artest, Luol Deng are still available, so we'll see what happens with them. But Kevin Garnett leaves the Minnesota Timberwolves for the Indiana Pacers. All right, who's on the Pacers? Jermaine O'Neal leaves the Pacers and goes to the Raptors. Stephen Marbury goes to the Nets. Kenyon Martin stays with the Clippers. Chris Bosh stays with the Hawks. Dwight Howard stays with the Knicks. And other than that, yeah, that should be it for big free agents. So, wow, Kevin Garnett going to the Pacers. Okay, so the 08-09 season is now over. In real life, the MVP was LeBron James. Okay. And then the NBA Finals, it was the Lakers and the Orlando Magic. So, in this, Chris Paul averages 38 points per game and 7.8 assists, wins MVP. Derrick Rose is Rookie of the Year. This actually happened as well with the Miami Heat now, 14 and 5. Turkoglu wins 6th Man of the Year. Defense Player of the Year is Yao Ming, who's still playing. And yeah, Lloyd Pierce wins Coach of the Year. I believe he's the coach for the Hornets. So Chris Paul is on the All-NBA first team along with Kobe. Kobe averaged 41.6. Jeez. Yeah, Melo averaged 33 and 8. Kevin Durant averaged, 33 points per game, and Dwight Howard 26 and 12. The All-NBA second team, Gilbert Arenas and Tracy McGrady, both there, both averaging 29 points per game. LeBron is on the All-NBA second team as well. He's up to a 98 overall. He averaged 26, 6, and 7. Tim Duncan with Portland, 21 and 12, and Jermaine O'Neal, 14 and 16. Had Jason Richardson with the Hornets, averaged 29 a game, 6 and 6. Baron Davis with the Bobcats. Paul Pierce with the Celtics. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, am I saying that name right? I have no idea. He's ridiculously good though in this game. Pau Gasol is on the third team with the Denver Nuggets, 20 and 10. There's the all-defensive first team. All-defensive second team, LeBron is on there. And rookie class, you got Rose. Westbrook averaged 15 and 4.7 assists. So those two we'll be keeping an eye on. I forgot to change Kevin Love's age or like year. So yeah, he's not in there. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the season stats here. Or no, league leaders. So Kobe averaged 41.6, Chris Paul, Melo, Durant, AI, Gilbert Arenas, Tracy McGrady, Jason Richardson, Peja Stojakovic, and Paul Pierce and Vince Carter just outside the top 10. And then let's see, rebounds per game. Jermaine O'Neal led the league in rebounds. Tim Duncan was 7th, and Brendan Hayward, rounds out the top 10. Assists per game, Al Jefferson rounds out the top 10. Rondo right there. And then Gilbert Arenas is 5th. Steve Nash and Tony Parker. Tony Parker's with Miami. All right, if Miami isn't good, because they have Tony Parker, Derrick Rose, LeBron James, and LaMarcus Aldridge. So, yeah, let's start winning some games here, Miami. Holy crap. Derrick Rose is coming off the bench for them. So they're the 5 seed going up against the Boston Celtics. The 1 seed Orlando Magic, the 1 seed New Orleans Hornets once again. Portland is a 2 seed. So let's go ahead, simulate round 1. See what happens. The Nets get eliminated. The Warriors are gone. Jazz are gone. The Clippers are gone. The Bucks are gone. The Miami Heat lose in the first round to the Boston Celtics. And I changed Oklahoma City changed Seattle to the Thunder. And yeah, so Denver makes it to the second round here with Lowry, Dwayne Wade, Caron Butler, McDyess, and Pau Gasol. Orlando playing against Boston, Toronto, and Philly. And then Portland and San Antonio. So Tim Duncan going up against his old team and teammate who joined him, and then he left and completely ditched. Portland has this Matthew Shepard guy, Gerald Green, Luol Deng, Tim Duncan, and Chris Kaman. So here we go. Round 2. San Antonio's eliminated. Boston's gone. The 76ers are gone. And the Denver Nuggets are gone. So we have the Hornets and the Blazers. And we have the Magic and the Raptors. All right, can Brandon Roy get to his first NBA Finals? Let's find out. And the Magic are gone. And the Hornets have a chance to repeat. And the Raptors have a chance to win their first title. Okay. Let's go ahead and sim game by game here. Here we go. So in game 1, the Hornets at home, and they go ahead and win game 1. Game 2, let's go ahead and simulate. The Raptors win game 2. Game 3, it goes to the Raptors. All right. And game 4 goes to the Raptors. All right. So here we go. Game 5, the New Orleans Hornets are defending champions. They are down 3-1, and they win game 5 to make it 3-2. So they stay alive. Okay. So game 6 in Toronto. Can Toronto win their first championship here? 5 minutes ago in the 4th, they are up by 9. 2 minutes ago, they're up by 13, and they are going to win it 134-118. New Orleans can't repeat, and the Toronto Raptors, who beat the Orlando Magic, win their first NBA title. Deron Williams is Finals MVP, 32 points per game, 13 assists, and Brandon Roy gets his championship. So not bad. Rashard Lewis is on this team. Jermaine O'Neal's on this team. Jermaine O'Neal, his first year with Toronto. Wow. Brandon Roy averaged 22 a game in the playoffs, 7 rebounds, or 7 assists and 4 rebounds. So there you go. The what was this? 08-09? Yeah, the 08-09 season is over. So the Indiana Pacers have the top 2 picks in this draft. The Heat have Washington's pick, so they are at 11. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens. The Grizzlies win the lottery, and the Pacers completely fall. They probably didn't keep one of those picks, to be honest. The Heat stay at 11, so the Heat's going to add another good player. Well, potentially. Who is in this draft? Let's see. Mock drafts, Jason Terry Jr. What the heck? Steph Curry, Ricky Rubio, Blake Griffin. Okay, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, Jeff Teague, Drew Holiday's in this, Tyreek Evans. Okay, so this is a pretty good draft. This can change some things, so let's go ahead and sim the NBA draft. And the number 1 goes to the Grizzlies with James Harden. The Rockets take DeMar DeRozan. Steph falls all the way to 3 to Chicago. The Timberwolves take this Jason Terry Jr. guy. Ricky Rubio to the Pacers. And, actually, the Pacers did get 2 picks. They picked Richard Dean. Don't know who that is. And the Miami Heat pick. Oh, my God. They're going to have Blake Griffin, oh, my God. Are you serious? Oh my God. Okay, the Heat just loaded up. They better be able to win at some point. This is ridiculous. Okay, so here in free agency, Ray Allen stays with Minnesota. Chris Paul stays with Milwaukee. Zach Randolph from Phoenix to the Houston Rockets now. Pau Gasol stays in Denver. Luol Deng goes to the Cavs. McDyess stays in Denver. Deron Williams stays in Toronto. Tyson Chandler stays with the Nets. Jay Williams goes from Utah to Oklahoma City. Steve Nash stays in Dallas. Monte Ellis, I believe, stays with New York. Yep, stays with New York. So, interesting. All right, well, there you go. That's free agency. Let's see what happens. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to look at this Miami Heat team because they have a lot of talent. They have Tony Parker, who's an 89 overall, Kyle Korver, who's starting at the 2, LeBron, who's a 97 overall, Aldridge, who's an 87, Al Jefferson, who's an 82. Then off the bench, they have Derrick Rose, who's an 84, and Blake Griffin, who's a rookie, an 82 overall. And they have Anderson Varejao apparently on the team. So, yeah, this Miami team should be able to win. Just saying. So the 2009-2010 season is over. Kobe Bryant wins MVP, 43 points per game. In real life, it was LeBron. Rookie of the Year, Steph Curry, averages 33 and 8 in Chicago. Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year, 21 and 5. Jermaine O'Neal, 12 and 17. Defensive Player of the Year, most improved is Russell Westbrook. And Dan Burke is Coach of the Year. The Heat go 41 and 41. Guys, I don't understand. LeBron, though, is on the All-NBA first team, 26, 6 and 6. Kevin Durant as well is on the first team, nearly 40 points per game. Brandon Roy is on the first team. All right. Defending champions. He averaged 31. Pau Gasol for Denver averaged 22 and 12. Second team is Steph, Gilbert Arenas. You know what? Tracy McGrady might be, he still averaged 31. I was going to say he might be regressing. Carmelo, Tim Duncan, Jermaine O'Neal, McGrady, Chris Paul, Paul Pierce, Yao Ming, and Sharif. So the all defensive first team, McGrady, AI, Tim Duncan. Seen AI still here, 28 points per game. He's regressing though, 92 overall. He's 34 years old. LeBron is on the second defensive team as well. So rookies, so Steph averaged 33, Harden averaged 24, DeMar DeRozan averaged 19. Jason Terry Jr. averaged 17, and Blake Griffin averaged 12, 4, and 3 for the Miami Heat. So yeah, there you go. The NBA playoffs, the Miami Heat make the playoffs. Okay. Real quick, let's look at the league leaders. Kobe led the league in scoring. Behind was Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Steph, Melo, Carter, Brandon Roy, Jason Richardson, Arenas, and McGrady. Paul Pierce was just outside the top 10. Rebounds per game, Jermaine O'Neal, Yao Ming is up there, Tyson Chandler, Pau Gasol. Assists per game, Gilbert Arenas was 10th, Conley, Parker, Darren Williams was up there, Rondo, Monte Ellis was 2nd. This Quinn Hendricks guy was 1st at 11 assists per game. So, simulating round 1, New Orleans is still the 1 seed. The Celtics are eliminated, the Thunder are gone, Blazers are gone, Nuggets are gone, Warriors are gone, the Miami Heat are gone with that ridiculous team. But again, they're really young, so they might just be insanely good in like a year or two. But Toronto's back in the second round, Orlando and Philly in the second round, New Orleans, Dallas, the Clippers, and the Kings are back in the second round. Okay, so and they're eliminated. So that's the Hornets and the Clippers. Okay, we know who the Hornets have. They're going for their third straight finals, second win. And let's see, the Clippers have Coutinho Mobley, Gallo, Kenyon Martin, and Yao Ming. All right, that's actually a decent team. And it's Orlando and Toronto. Okay, so Orlando trying to get back to the NBA Finals. And they sweep Toronto, and the Hornets sweep the Clippers. Okay, so it's a rematch. The Orlando Magic and the New Orleans Hornets, last time they played, the Hornets won. So the Magic trying to win their, third in 4 years, I believe? No, third in 5 years. They lost 2 years ago, and they were eliminated in the conference finals, I believe, last season. The Hornets trying to win their second in 3 years. They made it to their third straight NBA finals. So let's go ahead, sim game by game here. The Orlando Magic win game 1, and they win game 2. All right. Game 3 is the Hornets, and game 4 goes to the Hornets as well. Game 5 at Orlando, maybe? I don't know. The Hornets win game 5. Okay, so now they have a chance to, that was in Orlando, to beat Orlando for the second time, and looks like they're going to do it. The Hornets are going to win their second championship in 3 years behind Jason Richardson, and the Orlando Magic are now 2-2 in the NBA Finals over the last 5 seasons. The final season of this video coming up next, the 2010-2011 season. Here we go. So in the NBA draft, John Wall goes number 1 overall to Phoenix. Lance Stevenson goes number 2. Jeremy Lin goes to the Lakers at number 3. Gordon Hayward goes number 4. Rockets get Paul George at 5. DeMarcus Cousins falls to the Bobcats at 9. So in free agency, a lot of guys just returning. So Duncan returns to the Portland Trail Blazers. Yao Ming goes back to the Clippers. Brandon Roy actually leaves Toronto and goes to Cleveland. Okay, the Miami Heat keep Parker and Aldridge. Rondo goes to the Celtics. Okay. Why does this keep happening? He leaves Dallas. Caron Butler stays with the Nuggets, and Ney stays with the Magic, and Paul Millsap goes to stays with the Jazz. Kyle Lowry stays with the Nuggets, I believe, right? He was still on the Nuggets? Yeah. Okay, so the most valuable player goes to Tracy Mcgrady, who averaged 38, 7, and 6. In real life this season, it was Derrick Rose who won MVP. Rookie of the Year, I forgot to change the rookies, gosh darn it. Mike Bibby, 6th Man of the Year, averaging 25 a game for Oklahoma City. Yao Ming wins Defensive Player of the Year, okay. Blake Griffin wins Most Improved, 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Lloyd Pearson wins Coach of the Year. So all NBA first team, McGrady, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant is, Kevin Durant's really good. He's on a terrible team though. Melo with the Hawks, Yao Ming with the Clippers. The second team, Vince Carter, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Sharif, and Chris Kaman. Third team, LeBron is on the third team, only averaged 24, 5, and 6. I would assume that's because his team is really good. Gilbert Arenas for Orlando on the third team, Dwayne Wade for Denver. Paul Pierce and Chris Bosh for Atlanta. So all defensive first team, all defensive second team. Okay, Jason Richardson is on there. Vince Carter was on there as well. And New Orleans again with the number 1 seed. Orlando again with the number 1 seed. Miami is the 5th seed. Okay. Golden State is the 2 seed. And let's see, anyone else? Cleveland is the number 2 seed. Brandon Roy went to Cleveland. That's right. Okay, so Brandon Roy is carrying that team. And by carrying, I mean he's not doing much, 19 points per game. So I don't know what happened there. League leaders, let's go ahead and look at the league leaders. Chris Paul led the league in scoring, 39 points per game. Vince Carter was second. McGrady, Kobe, Durant, Melo, Steph averaged 33. Darren Williams, Gilbert Arenas, and Jay Williams. Dwayne Wade was just outside the top 10. Rebounds per game, Jermaine O'Neal, Zach Randolph, Yao Ming, Tim Duncan, Dwight Howard is up there. Joakim Noah is out there. Chris Kaman was just outside the top 10 as well. And assists per game, Chris Paul led the league in scoring and in assists. Jose Calderon was second in assists. Monte Ellis, Rondo, CJ Watson, Baron Davis, Steve Nash, Nate Robinson with Chicago, Tony Parker with Miami, and Stephen Marbury at 10. So there's the league leaders. Let's go ahead into our final NBA playoffs here for episode 2. Atlanta Hawks are eliminated. Bobcats are gone. Blazers are gone. Wizards are gone. Kings are gone. Clippers are gone. Celtics are gone. And the Mavs are gone. So, second round. New Orleans plays San Antonio, who, after losing Tim Duncan, still is making the playoffs. And then the Golden State Warriors. Richard Jefferson is on this team, but other than that, kind of random. Kyle Lowry, Dwayne Wade, Caron Butler, Derek Favors, and Pau Gasol. So they've kind of had the same starting 5 for a while here, or at least same group. They haven't gotten to the conference finals, though. Orlando and Miami. Okay, that's a tough one for Miami, but they have Tony Parker. Derrick Rose starting at the 2. He averaged 15 a game, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Tony Parker averaged 13 and 8. LeBron 24 and 6. Blake Griffin in the playoffs is playing well, and they have Al Jefferson. LaMarcus Aldridge is actually coming off the bench along with Kyle Korver. Cleveland, we already looked at them. The New York Knicks have Mike Conley, Monte Ellis, and Dwight Howard. Okay, so round 2. Here we go. Orlando beats Miami in 5, and Denver wins in 7. New Orleans wins in 6, and the New York Knicks win in 5. I don't think Miami is ready yet because they're still pretty young. But yeah, and they're going up against Orlando, who's freaking OP in this because they have Gilbert Arenas and Tracy Mcgrady. Okay, so in real life, it was the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat. So that's not happening. So let's go ahead, simulate the conference finals, and the Knicks lose in 7. The Nuggets lose in 7. Wow, that was actually a really good conference finals. And for the second straight year, for the third time in this video, we have the Orlando Magic and the Hornets. They're 2-2 against each other. So here we go, 5-game series apparently with the finals in this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and sim game by game here. Game 1 goes to New Orleans. Game 2 goes to the Magic, all right. Game 3 goes to the Hornets. And game 4 goes to the Hornets, all right. Are the Magic going to lose their 3rd straight NBA Finals after winning 2 straight? Looks like they are. Wow, they're down by 13. Late in the 4th, they're down by 20. And the New Orleans Hornets are going to win their 2nd straight NBA title. They win their third in 4 seasons, I believe. Jason Richardson wins Finals MVP once again. And I'm curious, actually. Let me go ahead and look at, let's see, Jason Richardson. They won the finals, obviously, this year. So they're third in 4 years. Yeah, they're third in 4 years. Wow. And they lost the year before, I believe, because they lost to Orlando in 2026, technically, in this. Yeah. So, and Orlando won in 2027. So, yeah, there you go. The Hornets are back-to-back NBA champions. And we pretty much have had 2 winners in the NBA Finals. Two winners in this video. Orlando and the Hornets. I'm pretty sure, unless someone else won it. I can't remember. I feel like there was another one. Let's go ahead and look at what just happened in this video. So we had, let's see, oh yeah, the Toronto Raptors. That's right. The Raptors won. So this was to end the video, the last video, Orlando, because we thought they were going to be a dynasty. Turns out the Hornets are the dynasty. The Magic are 2-2 since. The Hornets are, what, 3-1? Yeah, the Hornets are 3-1, I believe. They didn't make it in previous years. So they're 3-1 in the NBA Finals. Toronto is 1-0. So there you go. That's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And there's the most valuable players. McGrady now has 4. Kobe has 5? No, 4. 5. Kobe has 5. So anyways, that's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And stay tuned for episode 3 where we will probably get to the 2016 or 2017 NBA Finals. So yeah, see you guys then.